Hey, this is a live reel. This really truly did happen. Momager moment to share with you. I needed to give my son some money to go down to the bank and pay the line of credit. And it was one of those, I'm kind of tired, can I do it? And I'm like, let me explain how banking works, right? And really, I have to always remember it's a learning moment, right? You've got someone who's 20 who doesn't understand the rotation, right? And sometimes we forget that. I kind of try to remember my words to myself are, Deb, age appropriate. So I'll be like, well, of course, I could see like, well, of course not. You have to pay it now because it's due at the end of the month or whatever in an expected tone. But I always have to pull myself back. Not that I'm that kind of person, but I'm like, I have to remember, and I'm like, no, if there's actually a cycle that your loan is due on, and due to the fact that, you need to go down and take this money and go in and, hey, why don't you see if David's there, right? And David is his bank manager at the bank. And he was just like, oh, I'm kind of tired, la, la, la. So anyways, he went, right? And it's difficult sometimes as a parent. I don't know about you, but like when your kid's tired or not feeling well or whatever, I'm like, I want to jump in and I want to rescue it. But I actually was full on in my work and I just didn't have the bandwidth. And this had to go be done by hand. So he went down there, he, did his thing, and he came back, and, I'm working on my business and he's working on his, we're doing the thing. And then later on, he's like, oh, hey, did I tell you that I saw David? And David's his bank guy. And I'm like, no. And he goes, yeah, we got into a great conversation. He totally loves streetwear. I'm going to Japan. He's also going to Japan. We're both going at the same month, and da-da-da. And he's going to come to the live event. And it was a real moment for me. I was like, here's a kid who is making a relationship with his bank manager. They both have these things in common. They both love streetwear. They both love Japan, da, 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 da. And I was like, oh, that's super cool. And he's like, yeah, la, la, la. And, he had his own moment of commerce and his own moment of building relationship and his own professional business moment. And it was pretty cool, all because I didn't succumb a little bit that he was not really in the mood, not really wanting to. And sometimes those are difficult moments for me because, I want to be there and teach them, but I also want to help them because that's my role as a mom. So anyways, that was a really interesting moment that literally happened yesterday. Hope that helps.